My name is Margarita Benitez. I am an assistant professor and fashion technologist at Kent State University, and I collaborate with Markus a lot.
I'm Markus Vogl. I'm an assistant professor in graphic design and interactive media at the Myers School of Art at the University of Akron. And we have been collaborating since the year 2000. So now we have returned to the object, and we're working on sculptures, and these particular sculptures are called Versus Gridiron. It's the second iteration of our Versus sculptures, and really these are about football games and visualization of football games. This one in particular is all the games of the last Super Bowl. So this is Super Bowl 49, and the way we designed these is essentially we're showcasing the ball travel of every play in the game, starting from the right was the kickoff.
Yeah, so the kickoff starts here, and every play is about a 2mm slice across time, across each play. So there's kickoffs, and then when you see in the ends here, these are actual, well, the touchdowns are on this side, but these are actual field goals. So whenever you see things happening at the end zones, that means either team has scored in some way, shape, or form.
And the actual sculpture is as long as however many plays there have been made in the game. So I think that this is a total of about 180 games in 4 quarters, 180 plays in 4 quarters.
Yeah, and you can get really into it and look into it. And there's some places where there's spaces, and that's either a fumble or a play that was foul,
a penalty,
or something that wasn't, basically the ball movement didn't count at that point.
And if you look at the very end, this play that was quite controversial, it essentially stops right here, and you can see no score has taken place. Now all of this is based on exact data that we can find online, and then we put this in our 3D program, and then this is 3D printed on our large-scale 3D printer. The particular plastic is called PLA. It's biodegradable. The other project that we're showing in here is called d.e.e.p. Digital epidermal ephemeral patterns. And what we truly mean by that is that we are interested in researching exoskeletal jewelry that we create in the 3D printer, but the jewelry can be worn. But truly what we're interested in is patterns that the jewelry leaves behind.
We're kind of taking current technology and questioning what the future is going to be like. So will we have viruses or some sort of genetic manipulation where you can actually wear snakeskin, for example, which is a pattern that we chose to do. So the only way we could make skin look like snakeskin would be with some sort of prosthetic. Yeah, there's so many connotations when you talk about women's bodies and snakes. There's, so many layers. That's why we initially chose the snakeskin.
Well, also, since it's the prosthesis, you can take it off, which is sort of shedding snakeskin. So there's quite a few metaphors in there in specifics, why we chose the snakeskin pattern.
So the process was, my body was scanned, or the parts of the body that were scanned. So the arm was scanned, my legs were scanned. We didn't scan, we scanned the torso for the neck piece. And then we took those data, those scans, into the computer and then applied a snakeskin pattern on top of that, into that form, and basically ended up with a form of my arm that's got the prosthetic texture on it that I would wear. I'd have to wear it for about 45 minutes before the pattern became permanent enough to last for a duration of about 15 minutes. So it's still very ephemeral, it's still temporary, but it's almost like if you would go to a party and then you'd get home and you would remove your jewelry and there would be that trace of the jewelry left.
And here we're just experimenting with different surfaces. So this is still 3D printed, but this one in particular is electroplated with copper, and then this one is chromed.
So we're experimenting with different post processes for the 3D prints to see, to make it more jewelry-like as well. And this is the neck piece, which is actually made out of a flexible filament, and it's chromed and it's still flexible. So it's a new process. Most chrome would be very solid and you wouldn't be able to flex it, but this is a new thing, which is kind of cool.